I'm Jessica, aka DJ Play Play.
And I'm Laura, and I go by DJ Queen Please.
I like to see how the crowd works. I like to see crowd dynamics, and I like to look out and see what makes people dance, what makes people lose themselves, and then what makes people bored out of their minds and walk away. I'm interested in all that. And from a personal standpoint, I've been the person at people's houses picking out from their CD collection at parties since I was little. Like, it's kind of, I love music. Like, I'm obsessed with music. I'm obsessed with finding music, and so DJing is a lot of fun because I'm always trying to get more music and play it for people and see how they react.
I kept throwing dance parties, and I wanted to listen to what I wanted to listen to, and I was picking out the music. I'm sort of fascinated by the crowd dynamics, how you can build the energy of a crowd up. I never end up playing what I think I'm going to end up playing when I walk into a room. It's very dependent on the crowd that is there.
I think someone that plays what the crowd wants to hear, but can also introduce new songs to crowds. You know, somebody that can introduce crowds to different genres, kind of push the envelope, but at the same time, play what the crowd wants to hear, keep the people dancing.
When I started throwing dance parties, I was using CDs and a boombox. I just make a mix CD and put it on. And somebody asked me to DJ, and I was like, I'm not a DJ. I don't know how you DJ. So I just made an iTunes playlist, and I played it, and it was a great dance party, and I got paid $30 for it, and I was like, that was pretty cool. I was a DJ. But I was just playing music. And so I'd been playing with a friend of mine, Serato. So one year I took my tax return and bought Serato. And for a long time I wasn't slowing anything down. I was just mouse clicks, Serato, fade from one song into the other. Really basic, but I got bored with that eventually, and I wanted to be able to control the speed of the songs, to be able to mix. But I didn't have turntables. I don't have any vinyl. So I ended up finding this little MIDI controller that cost I think I got it on sale for like $30. But I can MIDI map the functions of Serato onto the MIDI controller, so I've got sliders, so I can speed up and slow down the songs, I can set cue points, I can press a button and drop it into a certain cue point. I've got effects, I've got little knobs so I can do effects.
I started off collecting vinyl and just went for vinyl records. I got these turntables for pretty cheap off another DJ and the mixer. And I started learning how to beat match, and that's what I started on. I started off doing that, and then I was like, you know what, like, I'm sick of lugging around records all the time, and it would be kind of nice to, I have like a gazillion MP3s, like a whole hard drive worth of MP3s. I'm like, I wish I could use these. So, I heard about Serato, Traktor, and those like programs where you can still rock your vinyl. It's just time-coded vinyl, so I can still have that feel, which I love, but at the same time, I can access a bunch of MP3s off my computer. So I've been doing that ever since. I've got Traktor. I go to music blogs, I go to blog aggregators and things like that compile the blogs together, and I look through there.
I have DJ Twitters that I stalk. I have SoundCloud people that I stalk. I have Tumblrs that I look up, and I follow my views or whatever. I'll find a track that I like, and I'll look up the producer and see what other stuff they've done, and then I'll Google that and see who's done a remix of it, and then I'll find somebody's Tumblr that I like, and I'll look through that and go, that's a cool track.
Well, drum and bass for me, but I don't really play that out very much, except for I'll sneak it in. Like, if I can successfully sneak in a drum and bass track to a set of mainstream fratty types, it's a success for me.
I grew up in Decatur, in Atlanta, so I grew up listening to Southern rap music. I was in the marching band, so I was and it was a Southern black marching band. I was one of 3 or 4 white people in it. So when we did drum cadences, or we played songs, it was Back That Ass Up, or the Thong Song. We did the Thong Song at one point in marching band. So that's, when I was I'm also a total dyke. So when I was growing up, when I was 14, I was listening to Ani DiFranco and Outkast. and whatever the hell was on the radio in Atlanta. That's what I'm the most comfortable with, just because I've been paying attention to that scene for like 15 years at this point. So it's kind of, it's what I know. I love the dubstep remixes. I know that's like, everybody says everything is dubstep these days. Like that's the cool kind of electronic music to like. So people apply the term dubstep to everything, which it isn't necessarily. But it's very, it's slow, it's syncopated, it's sparse, which is a lot of the same things about like southern like trap music. Like southern rap it's sparse, it's like hi-hats, it's snares, it's slow, it's grindy, it's dirty. I love it. I mean rap, like southern rap that's where my heart is. Which like I'm a little white girl, but like that's what I grew up on, that's what I've been paying attention to, that's what I love. I find so many people are so PC and they're very concerned about like eating organic food from local farmers and like all the like conscientiously moral things that they try to do all day long. I think people like being given permission to just let loose and just like a dance. I think that people don't want to think, they just want to dance. For me, it's the only time my brain shuts off. And I love that about it.
If you trust who you're with and you trust the like DJ or the artist, like you can express that kind of sexuality in a safe space.
You can shake your ass. It doesn't have to be for somebody else. You can just
You're just doing it for yourself. You're doing it for fun. You're doing it to release. As far as keeping the crowd going, if they're already there, I'll be more experimental. Mm-hmm. Like they're already in the zone. Like I'm gonna mess around and do my own thing. And if people are disappearing, I completely switch genres. I may even stop my record and like start over. Like I'd rather do that for 2 seconds than like lose the crowd by trying to play the whole song out.
It's funny because I feel like I'm surrounded by girl DJs, but then when I look at people who are making a living off of it, I can think of 4 off the top of my head. I think I would have been doing it 10 years ago if I knew what being a DJ was, or if I knew how to be a DJ, or if I had somebody to look up to, or somebody to teach me, or something like that. But it was everything I've done, I've just figured out on my own.
Girls Rock was really cool too.
Yeah, that was
I want to mention
cool.
that real quick. Like, because all the girls at the Girls Rock camp were like really into the idea of DJing, and like a lot of them knew about it already, and the people that didn't know like looked really interested.
When I was like, I don't know, 16 or 17, I bought all this DJ equipment and played around with
You
it
did,
for like 24 hours. And they got freaked out by the fact that I didn't have anybody to ask, I didn't know what to do with it, and I returned all of it. I didn't touch it again for like, I don't know, 10 years or something.
Wow.
So I can't imagine if I'd had somebody showing me how to do it, or telling me what it took to be a DJ, or explaining it to me. So that was pretty cool to be able to sort of share some of that stuff with younger girls in ways that I wish that I had somebody helping me when I was that age too. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
It was fun. I still feel like I'm learning new things on a regular basis.
I want to always feel like that too. Like I don't want to ever call myself a veteran, because then that's assuming I've learned everything. Like
Keep it interesting.
yeah, keep it fresh.